Welcome back, brothers, sisters, and fellow patriots. Well, I came across the video and I wanted to share it with you. It is something a lot of us have heard about. Some people may not have heard about, some people have, some people believe it, some people don't. I tend to be one of those people who have believed it just because you look at all the pictures of Biden and he doesn't look anything really like what the original Joe Biden used to look like. Who knows? Maybe he got a bunch of cosmetic surgery. Maybe he changed his teeth. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he got his earlobes cut off. Who knows? But what is funny about it is he keeps seeming to change. I don't think we've seen just one Biden. I don't think we've seen just two Bidens, but I think we've seen at least 3 or 4 different Bidens. But now I want to show you a video which you might find interesting because this video comes from the CIA. Take a look.
Special effects people, makeup people. We need to hide the true identity of our officers. They said, what you are calling an operation, we call a performance. Working on that performance, we have to define the stage, who your audience is, who are you playing to, who are you trying to fool. Idea of stunt double masks. They're quick on, they're quick off. They dramatically change your appearance and found them to be valuable to our operations. So we went back to our disguise labs out at Langley and we invented a whole new genre of masks that are so realistic, they're good enough that you can brief the President of the United States in the Oval Office wearing a mask. And he isn't sure if it's you. Those masks were the beginning of a whole new generation of work that we did at the CIA. On and off like a hat.
Well, so there you go. That's directly from the CIA. Makes you think, huh? And, I think a lot of people just tend to forget with people who are in government high places in office. For some reason, it's like we stop forgetting that just see them on TV. I mean, how many of you have ever seen Joe Biden in person? How many of y'all have seen the majority of people who are in our government in person? And even if you did, according to the CIA, the masks now that they have are so good that no one would be able to tell. Now that's what they say. We know they've been using doppelgangers, for years. And we do know that he has a stunt double or whatever, they all do. We've seen with Hillary Clinton and all them. I mean, they make no bones about it. They do have them. I've even seen footage where, the press was chasing down what they thought was Joe Biden, and it turned out that it was, his double that they use at times, I guess, for his protection or whatever like that. But, it makes you kind of go, we see these pictures, we can see the earlobes are different, we can see the nose are different, we can see the teeth are different. Seen some of them with blue eyes, and other ones he has brown eyes, markings he has, and moles and freckles are there one day, and the next day they're not, all these things, and just like you saw there, that, I believe that was an NBC interview where you could see the mask line, but it makes you wonder, okay, if this isn't the real original Joe Biden, why do they have somebody who is constantly falling downstairs, somebody who can't read off a teleprompter, somebody who apparently appears to have Parkinson's disease and dementia? Why wouldn't they use somebody who's coherent if this is really a mask? You know what I mean? Unless, what are they just trying to make a mockery of the American public? Just see how bad, how foolish they can make somebody be and still get part of the people in this country to support the person. How bad can it get and people still go, oh, I think he's doing a great job. Life is so good. I mean, I think that somebody back, the elites or whatever, are having a really good laugh at a lot of the American public's expense. I mean, what do y'all think? Because I don't know. It's just ridiculous. He's fallen over on his bicycle when he's not even moving. It's just talking about having his butt wiped, and it's almost just embarrassing, really. Or maybe they're trying to make it so bad that no matter who they put up next, people will be just so glad that it's somebody else that they'll just be like, oh yeah, whoever you put up, we'll vote for. But he's not the only one we've seen this with. I've seen it with Kamala Harris, where I'm sure y'all did, where her neck was doing something like really strange and weird. But I didn't know about the French president, Macron. Hadn't seen that until I saw this video. So it makes you start wondering, right? How many of all of these people are we seeing are not even the person that they're supposed to be? And then you go to the reasons why. And I'm sure some of you have some pretty good reasons, because you know what I've come to find out over the last 3.5 years of all this nightmare we're going through? 90% of the conspiracy theorists are correct. So, if somebody's saying that there's something with the conspiracy out there, now my ears perk up, because I'm like, these all keep coming true. These are all correct. And I definitely believe with this one. I mean, get a look at these earlobes. Come on. There's no way this is the same person. As people age, things that continue to grow are the nose and the ears. They do not stop. Everything else will stop, but they continue to grow. But also, the top of his head seems to have gotten narrower, and the cranium, the skull, doesn't shrink in old age. I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, he's just older. That's all it is. He just looks like a much older man. No, these things don't change with old age. These things get bigger. So anyway, I wanted to bring this up to y'all and see what y'all thought, and let me know in the comments what you have seen, because I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen a lot of stuff I haven't seen, and things just keep getting weirder and weirder, don't they? Alright, I will see y'all in the next video. Be sure and hit the like, subscribe, the notifications, and share my videos. Seriously, if you haven't followed me, what are you waiting for? Now's the time. I've got some great content out there, and you don't want to miss any of it. So be sure and follow me and subscribe.